You wake up in the middle of the night. Your room is dark, silent, but something feels wrong. You look toward the corner, and for just a second, you see yourself standing there, watching you sleep. Then it disappears. Most people would call that a dream, but what if it wasn't? What if consciousness can actually exist outside the brain? And what if science is beginning to suspect it can? Consciousness is one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Your brain is made of billions of neurons, tiny biological machines firing electrical signals every second. Scientists understand memory, emotion, language, vision. But there's one thing they still cannot explain. Why any of it feels like something. Why you experience being you. The voice inside your head. The feeling of awareness. The sensation of existing at all. This is called the hard problem of consciousness. And the deeper scientists investigate it, the stranger it becomes. Because according to modern neuroscience, there is no single place inside your brain where you exist. No control room, no center of awareness, just electrical activity. And somehow, out of all that chaos comes consciousness. But some scientists believe something even more unsettling. What if the brain doesn't create consciousness? What if it only filters it, like a radio receiving a signal instead of producing one? If that idea sounds impossible, consider this. Throughout history, people have reported out-of-body experiences. Patients during surgery describing events while clinically unconscious. People floating above hospital beds, watching doctors operate on their own bodies. Some cases are easy to dismiss, others are terrifyingly difficult to explain. Because in several documented reports, people describe details they should not have been able to see. Conversations in nearby rooms, objects hidden from their physical view, moments that happened while brain activity was dangerously low. And then there are near-death experiences. Millions of people across different cultures describe almost identical events. A tunnel, a light, a feeling of leaving the body behind. Many scientists argue these are simply hallucinations created by a dying brain. But there's a problem. In some cases, people reported vivid conscious experiences during periods where measurable brain activity was extremely limited, which raises a terrifying possibility. What if consciousness can continue even when the brain begins shutting down? There's a theory called the filter theory. According to this idea, your brain is not generating consciousness, it's restricting it, reducing a much larger awareness into the narrow experience you call you. Think about your eyes. They only detect a tiny fraction of reality. Your ears hear only certain frequencies. Most of the universe already exists beyond your perception. So what if consciousness works the same way? What if awareness exists independently, and your brain simply tunes into it? If science ever proves that consciousness exists outside the brain, everything changes. Death changes. Human identity changes. Reality itself changes. Because if consciousness is not created by the body, then maybe it doesn't die with the body either. And suddenly, the biggest question humanity has ever asked becomes terrifyingly real. What happens after the brain stops? Maybe consciousness was never trapped inside your skull. Maybe your body was only the receiver. And when the signal ends here, it continues somewhere else. That's a story for another. What happens if?